guys, my name is Ashley, but my pen name is Scarlet Ash, and I'm currently an aspiring author, and I just wanted to start a YouTube page because I've really enjoyed watching other YouTubers who are writers and just some tips and tricks that they have. It's fun to listen to people's discussions and to kind of join in, and it kind of gets everything flowing, I feel like. So I'm hoping that this will help with that. So I wrote some notes down in my bullet journal. So this kind of helps me to get everything that's up here onto the paper, and it doesn't look very good, but at least the cover is kind of nice, so that's what I focus on. Anyways, so one thing I wanted to talk about is character features today. How do you feel about them? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? I had someone in one of my Facebook groups that I'm in talk about how they dislike when there are character descriptions, and I'm currently reading a story on Wattpad, and they describe the character, two of them actually, and just the features to me, I had the two mixed, like they were opposite of what the author was saying. And I just feel like personally I don't like it when an author goes deep into hair color, eye color, you know, what they're wearing all the time, unless it's like really relevant to the story, or there are a couple things that I enjoy. For example, I do personally like eye color and height if it affects a scene that's going on. So say a character is looking in the mirror, like in this story that I'm reading, and they are talking about how their hair is brown, their eyes are brown, and just in this scenario they're supposed to look dazzling and stand out, and they feel like personally they don't, which I like brown hair and brown eyes, but it just fit for that specific scenario that they were talking about. So I'm kind of curious what other people feel about that, but when I'm reading a story, I don't need the author to tell me what a character looks like because I already personally have them usually picked out, or I kind of have them in my mind what they look like. So I'm just curious what other people think about that, how they feel, and I don't know, I kind of like it being left to the imagination, because even on a cover when they have someone, I'm like, I don't really think, like, who is that supposed to portray? Is that the main character? Because I disagree. So, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about today is that I really like, there's an Instagram author, and her name is J.M. Buckler. I hope I'm saying that right. But I'll have a link to her page in my description. But she gives, she did a live video, and it was very helpful on different things, such as, you know, how to play the game of Instagram and how to have a good author page. And I won't get too much, like I won't dig into it too deeply because she is just awesome. I love how she explains it. She's very, in her words, harsh and just telling it how it is, and I really appreciate that because I'm not going to do that. And I was one of those people who needed to hear what she was talking about. So when she talked about playing the game, she's doing reels, and they're hilarious. And I actually filmed and shared my first one today, and it was awesome. When reels first came out, I was like, nope, there's no way I'm gonna do that. I'm not interested. That's like, I'm an INFJ and an Enneagram 4, so for me, I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm never gonna wear leggings, skinny jeans, I'm never gonna do reels, I'm never gonna do Instagram stories, like, no. And then, you know, of course, like months after, I do try all of those things and love them. So I'm actually jumping on the reel game relatively, like I said, I filmed my first one today, and they've been out for a couple weeks now, I think. Another thing that she mentioned was doing batch photos. So I actually have my Sony a7 II, not a promo, and I actually take photos with this, and it's just a nice way to take some good quality photos, and I can just send them to my phone and then edit them on there. I have like the Lightroom app, so it's very user friendly, and honestly half the time my photos are actually taken with my phone, and because that's that's even easier. So whatever works, as long as you're able to take some consistent photos and make them look really good. So the Instagram account that I'm talking about, she suggested posting 6 times a week on Instagram, and I'm gonna go for that. I don't know. I have a baby, so that's one of those excuses that I use that, that does determine how much I'm able to do. She is napping right now, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do that, and make sure that your photos are consistent. I guess I'll dip into it a little bit, but she said don't be posting pictures of your cat, don't be posting pictures of what you're eating, what you're currently doing, where you're traveling. This isn't a lifestyle blog. I actually this account that I'm posting on YouTube is our account for our camper, and I'm going to be doing writing things on it as well as camper life, because this YouTube is specifically made for our Unbound life. So I'm going to talk about things that I can do with this lifestyle, living in a camper like I do. So it is relevant for me. But on Instagram, I'm not going to be talking about living in a camper. Not really, unless it affects my writing. I want my pictures to be consistent, to have the same filter on them, to look very similar, because that's the vibe that I want. I want people to come to my page and look and say, I like this post. I don't want them to be like, well, these last 4 posts don't make any sense. Like, what do they do? Who are they? Is this person an author? Does this person read books? So to me, that's really important, and something I wrote down from her live video that she did. Some tips that I found to be very helpful. So anyways, it was really nice filming this, and I'm just hoping to connect with more people who are writing, get in on the lifestyle, and figure out, the community, and just improve writing, because ultimately that's all of our goal, is to improve our writing, whether we want to publish or not. I mean, hopefully we want to keep progressing. So that's my goal. So until next time.